Wheezy.
Why are there 4 microphones?
Clones.
Oh, yes! Invisible clown right here.
You should have met one and also.
Are we sure we're in the right room? There's a lot of people in here. Yeah, where are my parents? Are they in? Oh, there they are. Yeah. Hey. Hey, Mom and Dad. Hello. Woo! So, I don't really have anything prepared. Just thought this was good. I thought there'd be like 10 people in here and we just have a Q&A. If that's cool. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah? Woo! All right. Who has a question? Go ahead.
How do you like your beard?
How do I like my beer or beard?
Yeah.
Both.
Okay. My beard, I like it trim or full. I'm not picky. You have a nice beard.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like my beer. I tend to like wheat beers or pilsners. Sometimes IPAs. Yeah. Yes?
Love your channel.
Thank you.
Your videos are so kind of all over the place.
That's right.
They just remind me of like a Simpsons episode or a Family Guy where like a joke goes into another joke, which then comes back like at the end. When you're creating them, like, how the fuck? Like,
Well, I don't swear on my channel.
you write it all beforehand, how much of it happens while you're filming in front of the camera? Like, just tell me everything, I guess.
Well, the answer is yes. Well, it's not an easy question to answer because it's different every time. It depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes it's completely scripted. Sometimes I'm making it up as I go. That's probably usually what I'm doing because I'm not very good at planning ahead. But yeah, basically, if something happens and I think, well, it would be funny if that happened afterwards, so I'll do that. Oh, it'd be funny if I ran outside and got hit by a car right now. Okay, I'll do that. I mean, I think I try to keep the whole planning process. Sometimes try to keep it organic so that the video feels like I have no idea what's going to happen next. Yes.
How's Pops going?
Pops, Platoon of Power Squadron. Yeah. Good. We finished the 9th episode. It's all shot, and we've seen a rough cut of it. What did you think of it?
It's so good. So good.
Yeah, Jake's finishing editing it, and if you don't know, it's a web series I do with a friend, Jake, and I play a superhero who shoots lightning out of his hands, and there's other superheroes. And we just finished the 9th episode. There's only one more episode. It's going to be 10. It was always planned to be 10 episodes from the beginning, and this has been going on for like 5 years. But one more episode, and then it's over. Yeah. But this 9th one is awesome. It's like, it looks really cool. I think it's the coolest looking one so far. Yeah. Okay. Another question. Sure. Yes.
So your cloning technique is fabulous.
Thank you.
That one time on the pool table where you shot it to your clone.
Oh yeah, that was at my parents' house in their basement. Yeah.
So do you have, how do you set up your shots? How do you do your timing? Because you have long scenes where you're talking to a clone and the timing of your conversation is perfect. So do you have a certain technique and any tips or tricks?
Okay. Well, I'll say what I usually say when I get this question first, which is I have a cloning machine. So, I make clones of myself with my machine and I shoot video. But if you didn't have a cloning machine, what you would do to try to fake it, I guess, would be I use Adobe Premiere to edit. I did use Final Cut 7, but then they made Final Cut X, and I hated it, so I moved over to Adobe Premiere. Maybe Final Cut X is better now. When it first came out, I didn't like it. But I don't use After Effects. I use a cloning machine if I were to do this. I wouldn't use After Effects. I just go just right in Premiere. I use the effects in there. Sometimes if it's just straight up split screen and if nothing complicated like punching another clone or anything, it's just cropped halfway and feathered. And sometimes that can be tricky if the lighting changes, but you just got to play around with color correction and everything to get the timing right. Again, if I were trying to fake it, I would shoot one half. A script is written out, shoot one half, try to memorize it, and just time it in my head what the other person would say, and then play that back quietly on the computer, doing the other half, and then react to it, and just try to react naturally, and overlay it, and then when it's overlaid, you can't hear the quiet audio that was playing. That's what someone would do. Yeah.
Do you shoot everything raw?
Raw? Would you
Raw files?
like in like Canon selecting it as raw, or no? It's just I'm not even sure what I'm shooting in right now. Whatever the default is. Yeah. Yes.
But you usually bounce a piece of paper off on your
A mini stapler, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, again, that was just clones, but what you would do is you would get someone like a friend of mine named David, who is a producer on The Good Stuff, to throw a stapler at my head, and then I would go to the other side and just try to match it as close as possible, and then it's actually easier than you'd think. Yes?
I remember similar to that, there was a time where you tossed your phone up and a clone caught it. And it was like...
Yeah. Done that a lot, I don't remember. It's all a similar technique. It's not just straight up cropping. Sometimes you have to do a little like cutting out of the image and then just play around with it and be tricky. And try to make sure that, I think when I see a lot of people trying to do split screens, one of the mistakes,
You're a little too close to the microphone.
Oh, too close to the microphone?
It's super loud.
Oh, okay. I like my voice to sound like the voice of God. A lot of people, the mistake they would make doing split screens is not paying attention to the shadows and the lighting changes, or just leaving them in there. You have to feather the edges, and you have to use color correction, and sometimes you have to just isolate parts of the screen and cover them up, and it can get really complicated. But if the lighting doesn't change and you get lucky, it can be really easy too. You just got to play around with it. Yeah. Or use clones. That's what I do. Yeah. Yes. Pizza John shirt.
It's John.
Will you ever make a sequel to Clone Hard?
Yes.
Oh man, that is one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite things that I've ever done. Clone Hard. That was me and Jake actually shot that. My friend Jake, who also does Platoon Power Squadron. That was we kind of had an idea. Let's do an action movie, and then it was also kind of made up as we went along. And it's a lot of times I'll make a bigger project, and I have a hard time knowing if it's any good or not, or I'll go back a week later and still be like, I can't distance myself from the thing that I worked on. This one I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, that was like that. And we've talked about doing this sequel, Clone Harder, or Clone Hard with a Revengeance.
That's good too.
Would be the third one. And yeah, that'll probably happen if we get around to it. Yeah. Let's see. Back there. Glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so are there any of your clones you think didn't deserve to be put into the alligator pit?
No. Next question. There. Yeah.
What is your best celebrity voice impression?
Well, I'm kind of losing my voice right now. I had a little, I don't know what it is, got sick or something. I used to be able to do a good Sean Connery, but I don't think I can do it right now. No?
I've never heard you do a good.
I just
They're
have.
all good, they're just not.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, and we'll have a few laughs. You don't know who that is, do you?
No.
That's
Die Hard.
Die Hard, Bruce Willis. No. I lost my confidence now. Yes, right there.
When's the new Driftless Pony Club album coming out?
Oh, geez. The new Driftless Pony Club album. Don't know. We have a bunch of songs that have to be recorded. We have to have time because the band also, like 3/4 of the band also works on the good stuff, and we're just really busy. We were thinking this summer, but I don't think we're going to have time, so it's probably, hopefully before the end of the year we'll have something recorded. But we're playing tomorrow night.
Yes.
Okay, who haven't I called on you already, didn't I? No, I didn't. You're just right in front of me, sorry. Yeah.
This one's for both of you guys, because Sean's not getting a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. No, that's like,
My question is, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck and why?
Question.
I've actually thought about this a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got this question before.
Yeah, what was my answer though?
I don't remember. Oh, wait. Okay, one, say it again.
100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck.
Fighting one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses. One horse-sized duck.
Yeah, I think I agree.
One horse-sized duck. 100 little horses running around? That would be terrifying.
Well, you would think that it would be easier because they're so little, but little things are often more vicious than big things.
And horses bite.
They do.
Yeah.
And they kick and stuff.
And if all these horses banded together, they could make a driftless pony club.
Now that I think about it, though, you could. They probably wouldn't come at you in a cooperative way.
But they would. Have you ever seen like a flock of geese chase someone?
Yeah, but
like,
horses aren't geese.
They're gonna have some of the duck trait.
If you could effectively kick them away, like some of them away, and then they have to get up and come back.
I'm just going to tame my horse-sized duck and then ride it.
Okay.
Because they can fly. That'd be super cool.
You can't tame a duck.
I mean, we're not gonna fight about this here.
I'm sticking with my original answer. Horse-sized duck.
Never.